This top AI coin will 50x, and it's going to 50x real fast by tomorrow. You guys should be already aware of this if you have been following the channel. Now, the market has recovered, and leading that market recovery is the Virtuals ecosystem doing next level gains, guys. This is the perfect time for this top AI coin in this moment in time to go live. It's going to coincide with bullish markets. We're also going to share with you guys a prediction that we made 7 days ago that came true spot on. All that coming up now.
Francis Dhun, Uncensored.
Welcome back to another video here at Francis Dhun Uncensored, where we do have tomorrow's newspapers today. This is also called the Smart Money channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, but more importantly, smash the bell notification buttons, because content like this is truly time sensitive, just like this video, and it's going to put you ahead of the pack when it comes to the next best thing in crypto or where the gains is at. Also, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you do that. There's exclusive up to the time type of content that I upload over there that I cannot do on YouTube. So you're missing out on mega alpha in real time on Twitter. Go give me a follow over there, guys. Let's get on with the program. So guys, look, this was our prediction, okay, that we made 7 days ago, and it was spot on, okay? I said urgent, buy a S-ton of game and thank me later. And when we scroll down here, I was led to believe that there was going to be a announcement from the Virtuals team about game, right? So there should be a big announcement coming out in the near future, guys, right? And, where's game at right now? On that time, right, during that tweet on June 16th, game was sitting on or about 38 million, 39 million, okay? Game right now is at 57 million. As a matter of fact, the game went to an all-time high here for this year at 66 million, okay? So it actually pumped before that, but then obviously the war took place in, that part of the world, and it came down to 29 mil, but then it's so resilient, this particular token, this AI coin, that it popped all the way back up to around 61, and it's hovering at around 57-ish, just waiting and looking to break out. And why is it going to break out? Because we were led to believe there was going to be an announcement. So right here, this is Wiki, one of the co-founders over at Virtuals. He said, been thinking about adding game utility virginity. Bro, like, come on, man. I should like my own damn freaking comment for that. Like, for real. Honestly, guys. So here it is. And when did this come out? On June 23rd. What did I say here on June 17th? Right here. There should be a big announcement coming. And lo and behold, it's about to go and materialize that prediction. All right, guys. So that's what we have going on. All right. I keep telling you guys this. You really need to try to figure out what these announcements are going to be ahead of time, so you have an edge or leverage in the market, and doing, having a bit of common sense and basic research, you'll be able to identify that. Okay, guys? So we're very pleased about this, right? And as I said, this is the official, trading section for game. Okay, the contract address is 546383. That's what it ends with. Current market cap, 57 million. So for those who are, wants to know where it's at or how to access this, go ahead there. Also, if you're new to Virtuals, guys, and you want to register, go ahead and use the link in the form of the pinned message and also in the description box so you get to the right site. There's a lot of scammers out there. Get started there. So game is a token on the Virtuals platform, which is on Base. That is an Ethereum layer 2. So you would need some Ethereum base or base Ethereum to partake. All right, guys. So let's take a look at the real meat and potatoes of this presentation here today, right? So we're talking about the top AI crypto that's going to 50x. And I know that sounds unbelievable, or it sounds like hyperbole, but you guys should know by now, it ain't hyperbole, okay? Especially if you got your Virgin points and you've been accumulating that leading up to this point. We also came out with this announcement about this particular AI agent before it was announced itself, okay? The announcement wasn't out there, but we knew this was going to happen, right? And that's why we skipped another Genesis launch that I showed you guys in my last uploaded video. Okay, so what is this particular agent here? So the agent in query, guys, is right here. We're talking about WACH XBT, okay? Verified, green check. And look, man, these starting market caps, this is going to start off at about 183,000, 184,000, 185,000, okay, by tomorrow, which then means it's going to be far easier for us to achieve higher multipliers because the FDV, right here is lower. Okay, that's the benefits of what we have when the FDV is lower. That means that how your multipliers should be easier to achieve, okay? And we're very fortunate that the markets are green. But this is what we're looking at right now. As a matter of fact, WACH was already oversubscribed within 10 minutes. So there is a lot of bullish signs here. There's a lot of interest here. And this is always good for a Genesis launch. You always want a very quick oversubscription because it shows market interest. If there's no interest in this, no matter how good it is, no matter how much intrinsic value it has, it just would not perform well. So far, so good. And yeah, people are throwing their points at this guy and they've been waiting for him. But why are people really, bullish on this particular AI agent? Well, once again, let's go back to this very familiar diagram. Now, this is Cluster 1, the hedge fund. Axelrod is going to be the leading AI agent here. And if you could take a look at, as I'm blocking it, I do apologize, right here on the on-chain audit side, we have our guy. Okay, this is the ticker WACH or Quill AI. That is pretty much the company behind him who is, running this AI agent. Okay, so this is why people are bullish on him. Why? People are bullish on him because this is the first ever certified, guaranteed ACP agent to go live on the Genesis launch. Previous Genesis launches were only speculation, right? People were speculating. But here, this is a guaranteed ACP agent. There's no speculation. There's no second guessing, okay? It's 100% confirmed, as you just saw on this particular diagram right here. That's why people are bullish. And let me tell you, all of these other agents are already live, okay? Axelrod is live, Velvet, Athena, AIXBT, Beaver, DGen Capital Swarm, all of this, trust me bros, all of this is live already besides him. So what do you think that means? Well, let me tell you. That means the moment he goes live, I'm led to believe that Cluster 1 will also go live. The autonomous hedge fund, and this is where the magic really happens. This is where we're going to see this agentic economy. We're going to see autonomous digital enterprises that are going to be operational like a factory, but digitally controlled by AI agents, okay? Very exciting times ahead of us, guys. You're in the right place at the right time. Now, there's something else I want to show you guys on why you might be a little bit more bullish on this, okay? So check this out. So they just actually made this announcement, and this was a tweet from the actual team themselves, okay? So there was some sort of questions on what role it plays exactly. Now, I've shown you guys, the overview of that right here in this diagram, but let's take a look at what the team got to say. So dropping the inside details of the ACP network for the first time ever in case you missed the stream. So they're talking about this live stream over here. The community questioned my role when they're talking about this guy in ACP. So my creators, and he tags them, came up with a solid reply on a live stream yesterday. ACP is a permissionless directory, but it doesn't mean that everyone is contributing to the network. So essentially, I think somebody put it out there saying that hey, look, yes, it sounds nice, but it's, anybody could, apply to the ACP. But not everybody's actually chosen in the ACP. That's the big difference here. And that's pretty much what they're also echoing within this particular tweet. So check this out, guys. This is where it gets really powerful and it's going to hit you hard. At least it hit me hard. I am the only evaluator agent within the ACP with stability and pure performance inside of the ACP network. Now check this. No funds are being invested by AXR without my green light. Don't get influenced by KOL spreading misinformation, okay? So, yeah, somebody put some misinformation out there. You should know who that individual is. So, no funds are being invested by AXR, okay, which is Axelrod, who is the leading AI agent for this autonomous hedge fund. He's going to get users' funds here if they're interested in testing out these trades to see if they're profitable. But in order for him to execute trades, he has to communicate with this agent over here that's going live tomorrow that I'm led to believe is going to do a minimum 50x. I truly believe it's going to hit around those numbers, okay? And he cannot make trades without him giving him the green light saying, yes, this coin is not a scam. This coin, contract address is legit, etc. That's the powerful thing about him. So without him, he cannot trade. And when he trades, this is when this cluster starts to generate funds and money, okay? That's how all of these things would work. And right here is the AI Agent's Twitter account. You can come check it out at WACH XBT. So as I told you, Virtuals is not just a launchpad, it's much bigger than that. And when we look at what Ethan Meg, who is the other co-founder here at Virtuals, has to say, guys, this gave me goosebumps. So one of our levers to stay ahead of the curve is being a product-oriented ecosystem. Now, he tells us the different types of, workflows, so to speak, or products that makes up the ACP, right? So let's check that out. There are two things going out: A2C, agent to consumer, and A2A, agent to agent. Both are running on the ACP, okay? So agent to consumer is when an AI agent will work with a human being, somebody like me or yourself. A2A is when an agent works with another AI agent, as shown in that diagram. So A2C runs through what we're calling a butler agent. The goal of this agent is to abstract UI away from the end user. Buttons and websites are so 2001. The butler aggregates, dumbs down any application or service, manages a wallet, etc., etc., etc. So the main takeaway there is there's going to be two types of, let's just say, models for the ACP. And then he's talking about a butler agent. So is that something that we got something to look forward to that could potentially be bullish, right? And this should really interest investors, right? So there's always something to look forward to right around the corner when it comes to the Virtuals ecosystem, whether that's the expansion of ACP, potential other AI agents that's going to play a key role that should have some sort of monetary value to them. Right, that's my point over here, guys. I really wish everybody luck if you're participating within the Genesis launch or maybe on the secondary market, whatever it may be. But I truly believe this thing is going to 50x overnight, guys. Like we have been bang on with these predictions when it comes to the Genesis launches. Only really talking about the best performers before the results are in. That's the name of the game over here on the Smart Money channel. So you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than, till my next video, you're on your own, bro. Later.
Francis Dhun, Uncensored.